Hey, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Baseless Speculation, a based rewind. I'm Joel.
I'm Jackson.
And I'm Joel.
Now, you might notice something a little bit different if you're watching this
Something
on
a little
YouTube.
holly jolly.
Yeah.
You know?
You might notice a couple of some nice little sparkly douchey you can barely see.
Hello.
It's because, well, it's December.
Yeah.
It's the silly season.
It's the silly season.
31st of December.
31st of December. Once again.
Yes. It's
When did we film this?
You'll never
Day.
tell. It's
2028.
We filmed it on Christmas Day, 2028. And we've sent it back into the past
The
for you.
31st
That's
of
right.
December, Christmas Day in 2028. They changed the date.
Yeah. But obviously, as the silly season rolls around, we need to take some fucking time off. Okay? And so what we've decided to do is a couple of based rewinds. Okay? A couple of based rewinds. Each one of us, in the spirit of the season, picked a holiday movie, a Christmas movie, or a TV show that we loved dearly, and we shared it with each other. You know? And then on top of that, with you. Okay?
Whoa.
Oh,
So
isn't that
today,
nice?
boy, what did we think of Jackson's favorite Christmas movie, I'll Be Home for Christmas?
No, I've been singing the praises of I'll Be Home for Christmas for many a year.
I know.
I first saw this movie in primary school on a TV wheeled out in, I want to say, February to entertain us for a goddamn hour.
As is the way.
For
as
reasons
is
I
the
don't know
way.
what class it was. I could not tell you.
Yeah.
But they wheeled it out and I watched and I thought, that was good stuff. And then when I was in my early 20s, I watched it again and I was like, you know what? 12-year-old me was right. This is a good movie.
Yeah, I remember
And then it became a Christmas classic for me and my brother.
Yeah.
No, I've watched it a few times in the past, and again, it's just it's a nice little watch.
It's lovely.
It's a lovely little Christmas movie.
Yeah, exactly.
That I don't know. I'm going to be like, I just don't make them like they
They
used
don't,
to,
dude.
but they might. It's just that I don't.
I'm not watching them. I'm not watching them.
Look, I don't want to start things on the back foot, but I did think this was a dog shit movie for idiots.
Okay.
Okay, that's
I
fair.
understand.
That's
I think
fair.
that's okay.
That's okay. I watched it with my wife, and she shares your opinion.
Yeah. I thought that it was, I think I saw through the movie too much, if that makes sense. When I was watching it, I was like, okay, they've tried to make Christmas Ferris Bueller, but they also haven't written this properly. So it's just a scumbag kid is a scumbag.
Yeah, that's what I love about it.
No, what you love about it is it's actually a Christmas movie that for some reason starts as a survival movie.
Yeah.
You love the idea. This is like your dream situation
Yes,
for Christmas.
it is.
If I said, hey, Jackson, we got you a Christmas present, we're going to kidnap you Christmas Eve, and then you're just going to wake up in the middle
Christmas
of
Eve?
Yeah.
How will I get home for Christmas if it's on Christmas Eve?
JD,
It's going to be like 3 days
don't
prior.
say I have the perfect Christmas gift for you.
Yeah.
We rock up December 20th
Yes.
wearing masks.
Yeah.
And we kidnap him.
You break into my home. Exactly. While I'm asleep. One of you punches me multiple times in the face, breaks my nose.
Yeah, we say Merry Christmas.
You put me
go,
in a sack.
what's happening? Wait, is that my good friend?
That sounds like the
Those
Joels.
sounds like the Joels.
No.
The Joels have decided to finally take me out.
Yeah.
Then you put me in a sack and dump me in somewhere in far north Queensland.
I feel like that.
I'm living my greatest dream ever.
Yeah, I feel like that being glued in the Santa suit is also would be part of the appeal for you. So we're gonna make sure we do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's basically just like a rich kid fucks around.
Yeah.
Nothing interesting happens at the end.
Yeah, dude. So the premise of I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Yeah, you talk me through it. I won't let my. No. I know I've just gone through. I just got that off my chest.
Yeah, okay.
So like we're gonna go through these in the events that it happens
Yep.
and stuff, and you now know that I didn't have a good time. I
Yeah.
found it quite boring.
Yeah,
but
fair enough.
that will not impact me doing a podcast about it. It is your favorite
Hey,
Christmas
you
movie.
can have it. I completely understand not liking this movie, but I think it's I don't know, something about it is just so lazy and funny to me that I love it. So Jonathan Taylor Thomas,
he was electric in it.
He's electric in it. You can't deny it, dude.
He also looks exactly like Tim Allen, which is crazy.
Yeah,
good casting from Home Improvement.
I understand, like with like actors, they are often, like about 4 apples like tall, like and he is a short man.
He's little. He's a short.
And I understand why, with Tom Cruise, say, who is also a very short man. While they film him in certain ways, either not next to somebody, or like on a box. And I'm like, I get it, because JTT next to a lot of people.
He's
I'm like,
minuscule.
who is this child?
He is a mini man.
Do you know how tall he is?
No.
And this is on the internet, so this is probably slightly exaggerated up. He's 5'6".
Oh, that's awesome. How old is he in I'll Be Home for Christmas?
He's meant to be
like 20, 19,
they're away in college, so I don't know what that is in the States, but I was assuming
like
18, 19.
Yeah, 18, 19.
I don't know when they, leave for college to have that
I don't
experience.
understand America.
So it was originally pitched as a 20-something actor, but then Disney rewrote it as a Ferris Bueller type prep school upperclassman. Why'd they do that? Anyway, I guess it makes sense, because like if this wasn't a kid's movie, it would be a no movie.
Yeah, they could have made it a little bit more being a bit of a harder gold at the start, I guess, because he's a sack of shit mostly all the way through. There are those moments where he's like, oh, no, this is the right thing to do.
Yeah, but you can tell he's pissed off about it.
Which is kind of nice. Although I don't know if he's that pissed off about it.
Well, I guess he's annoyed because it impacts his journey home. He's like, I got to give the money from the fucking fun run.
I'm jumping ahead.
But anyway, so Jonathan Taylor Thomas is a scumbag, early 20s, late teens at college in California. And he loves to, he's got a million schemes going on, right? He's always like giving people test dances or like getting tickets to shit. He's very rich as well. And his girlfriend, he comes up to her and he says, hey, for Christmas, let's go down to Florida, baby. The sand, the sea, the surf. And she goes, what are you talking about? I'm going to go back to see my family. And he goes, but I got us 2 tickets.
I got us 2 tickets
to Cabo.
To Cabo, Florida.
Come on, Jessica Biel.
Cabo, Florida, which...
Yeah.
Cabo, Florida is in California? That's funny, Jackson. Yeah, not in Florida.
Damn.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought it was in Florida. Well, that makes sense, I guess. Because I was like, they're already in California. Why does he need plane tickets, dude?
There's multiple times where they're taking flights in this movie that seem to last for 20 minutes.
Yeah. So anyway, but then he calls, she's like, I'm not doing that. So he calls his dad, or his dad calls him, and his dad's like, you going to be home for Christmas? Jonathan Taylor Thomas. And he goes, Dad, I hate your new wife. I don't want to come home for Christmas. That's lame.
I mean, in JTT's defense here, his dad did marry his the stepmom, like what, 10 months after?
Yeah. Pretty quick.
Mum died.
Pretty quick.
Which is like, look, give it a year.
Yeah, maybe he hated the dead mom. We don't know. We don't know. Anyway, JTT is like, I'm not going to do it. But then his dad says, hey, what if, and I think it's so funny how much JTT has ruined this family.
Yeah.
Like his dad is like so depressed that his son won't come home for Christmas. And so his dad bribes him and says, if you get home for Christmas Eve, 6 p.m., I'll give you the Porsche, which is a Porsche, 1958 Porsche or whatever that they've been doing up for years.
Yeah.
JTT's like, fuck.
Beautiful.
Changes the tickets.
Red.
Goes to his girlfriend, goes to Jessica Biel and says, hey, guess what? You're right. You got through to me. We'll spend Christmas together at my place. She goes, that's lovely. I'll see you in the morning. Let's go. But then the greatest character in all of film, the Ed Man, JTT's rival, some
Frenemy?
stupid guy he knows, basically ruins one of his schemes. And so the jocks and the Ed Man, they glue him in a Santa suit, beat the shit out of him, I have to assume, and dump him in the middle of the California desert.
It's hot.
It's hot.
He's in a Santa suit.
He's in a Santa suit.
And beard And hat.
And it's all glued to him.
Yeah.
And now, oh, fuck my ass, Jonathan Taylor Thomas has got to get back home for Christmas.
Is living Jackson Bailey's dream.
Yeah, it's...
And he meets a wonderful cast of characters.
Oh, and it's very... And every time, he's with them for a little bit as he moves across America, but then something goes wrong, and he's got to do a good deed here or there. He's got to give little kids DVD players and shit, or turbo mixes and stuff. Oh, dude.
He's doing, because he's a people person.
Yeah.
This is the one thing he's so good at, is just being able to manipulate and gaslight a situation at any step of the way.
Yeah.
I think one really awesome thing about Jake in this movie, which is JTT's character's name, is he doesn't really seem to give a shit about anything that happens to him in this movie.
No, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, he wants to get home for Christmas.
Yeah, because he wants the Porsche.
But he wants the
in,
Porsche.
Like, if something goes wrong, he's not like, oh, fuck. He's just like, nah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
he rolls with the punches, and then, but it's weird because he also has this weird, wonderful empathy.
Yes, yeah,
but then he also is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
When's the empathy?
Well,
the
it's
money?
Well, there's the money thing. It's the kind of like, okay, I'm gonna lie to this cop and be like, oh, I'm taking I'm going to the next town over. I'm going to get, I'm in the Santa suit. I'm delivering.
Yeah, well, at
presents.
one point he gets picked up by a guy that nearly runs him over, and they're in a van together, and then the cops pull them over because they're speeding after his girlfriend, who is also heading home, but with the Ed Man at this point. Big betrayal for JTT.
Yeah, because Jessica Biel's like, you didn't show up.
You didn't show up, but the Ed Man's there.
Ed Man knows.
And he's like, get in the car, dude. I'll take you. I'll take you home. And but he sees them. They're in the car in the van. They're chasing down his girlfriend. The cops pull them over. Oh no, the van's full of stolen goods. But JTT, thinking ahead, he says, it's actually presents that we're bringing to a children's hospital.
Yeah.
They do that.
There's no empathy there. It's just another scheme.
It's a scheme there. And then it's like, well, the cop is like, okay, he leaves. And he's like, actually, wait, look, I get off in like 10. I'll drive you there. And it's just like, okay, well, I guess I'm following through with it. It's very much like,
I
don't
see that as empathy.
I see it as the opposite. He's giving away stolen goods that he didn't even steal.
Yeah, good point.
It's not like any.
He doesn't care.
That's like
he just wants to get home for Christmas.
I know.
The only time
that fucks over only Nolan, and JTT's like, I don't give a shit. I don't fuck this guy.
Again, maybe you're right. Just like he follows through with it, and he does the whole performance of it all.
Yes, that's true.
He's there
to
with the
avoid
kids.
prison.
To avoid prison, yes.
I think
to avoid prison, to avoid like a weird, I guess a speeding ticket. That's it.
Yeah. The only time, there's two times where he shows empathy. There is when because obviously at the end when he arrives home, he's in a sleigh for various reasons. He sees his family there. He picks up Jessica Biel because they live in the same town, I guess. And then he's arrived. He's got time. It's 5:59 or whatever. And Jessica's like, oh, go in. And he's like, let's wait. But you don't see the moment, and then he goes in later, and he's like, "Oh, I'm actually just home to see my family, whom I love."
Yeah.
But there's no turning point.
No,
there's no point where he goes.
I get the giving the money for the mayor for those turkeys or whatever.
Yeah,
like that's a little bit of a turning point.
I read that scene like because the guy's like, "I know who you are, and I know you've got the money," and the mayor used to get that money, and he used to do good with it.
Yeah, I think it's.
It's like, a bit of empathy, but at the same time, because I thought what that scene was going to turn into was like another situation where the cab driver's like, give me that money. Fuck you.
Yeah. But I think but how does that translate to the family is the most important thing?
No, because he doesn't even learn that. He learns if I want to have a girlfriend, I got to put her first.
That's what
he
I
doesn't
love,
even put
dude.
his family first.
Any movie, especially from the 90s or the 80s, where an unrepentant sociopath wins for no reason.
Well, he sees his girlfriend kissing his rival on TV, and he's just like,
come on.
Time to go into that particular. Oh yeah, time to make up a lie about organ donation.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Time to put out a whole bus full of people to go to Edelbrook so that I can yell at my girlfriend and the Ed Man.
And then expose his penis so he hangs dong in this children's movie.
One of my favorite parts of this movie is when he confronts his girlfriend and the Ed Man, who they kissed under some mistletoe, which got on TV. He confronts them. And in his confrontation, he accidentally reveals to Jessica Biel that the only reason he wants to get home for Christmas is the Porsche.
Yes.
It's actually got nothing to do with her. Nah. So she leaves, and it's just the Ed Man and Jake. And they've got to drive home together. And you go, oh, that's a funny turn of events. These rivals, they're now being boys in the car.
Yeah.
And in the car, the ad man's like, oh, you're going to get a Porsche. That's sick. And JTT is like, yeah, dude, it's going to be awesome. I'm going to be the coolest guy in school. And the ad man's like, actually, no, I'm going to pull over. Sorry, man.
I can't do
Actually,
that. Yeah,
I
can't
was
do
just
that.
thinking about
No.
that. I just don't think I could let that happen. Fuck you. I think that's an awesome scene. I think that's really funny.
I guess empathy is the wrong word. I guess I'm trying to say it's it's a weird personality that Jake has.
It's
Because
Ferris
kind of
Bueller
like
again. There's
it's
nothing
just good
that
deeds, like
but
like there's no
good deeds only to benefit himself.
yeah, there's no, I wouldn't say there's anything altruistic in what he does.
I guess like the giving, like again doing the whole giving kids like
thermomixes,
thermomixes and stuff like that
It's stolen
is
kitchen
funny.
appliances.
But you're right, that's just like he's following through his scheme.
Yeah.
They're giving the money so that the mayor can then
I think
go
that's the
and
only
buy.
good
That's
thing
the
he does.
That is a good thing. It's a good deed he does, and he doesn't have to do that because the only person that really knows like. Is like he doesn't know this town. He doesn't give a shit. He could just like leave, and that's where it's just like okay. And there's that sliver of like, well, I guess that's where they're trying to be like he's a good guy.
Yeah.
But then he lets a dog loose at an airport. Steals a sleigh. Steals a horse. Sorry.
Steals a horse. Yeah.
Lets his sister, I guess they're from a rich family, so who cares? But sister buys all this stuff for a plane ticket. He doesn't get on the plane.
No.
That's money in the toilet.
Well, like he tried to get on the. He tried. He didn't. He had no idea.
Yeah,
she makes a big speech about how it's 4 years worth of pocket money. Go down the toilet.
I wonder what that amounts to. 1998, a ticket from, I don't know where
California to California.
California, last minute Christmas Eve seems like that'd be maybe a little bit spinny.
It'd be a significant amount of money.
But also they like very rich family.
Oh wait, no,
Incredibly-
family live in New York. He's coming from California.
Yeah. He's not. He's like close to. He might be in Nebraska at that point. I don't know. But yeah, it's a classic '90s rich family. Like Kevin McAllister's got like Christmas movies.
Like
you don't
suburbs
make
in the like a mansion in the suburbs somewhere.
you don't make Christmas movies about the poor.
I mean, they do.
Name one. Name one classic Christmas movie about the
Christmas,
poor.
not a Christmas Carol. The fucking the suicide one.
Yeah, that's what I say. The suicide
Little
one.
Match Girl.
Oh, that also, but
Little Match Girl is about
yes,
the poor. I suppose.
I wasn't thinking Little Match Girl, but
fucking
yes,
The
but there's that
big
one.
famous old one.
Like
What's it called?
Yes.
Fucking
What?
Is it A Fortunate Life or like that? Wonderful
Yeah,
Life?
Oh, It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. That's true. That's true.
There's Working Class.
I
Even
feel like Miracle on 34th Street might also be working class.
Is that the one where the kid shoots himself in the eye? What's that one? He gets a gun for Christmas.
That's also kind of like even like Scrooge, right? Which
Yeah.
is it's like kind of like it's like he's not the poor, he's the wealthy. It's a weird thing because like my issue with like Scrooge, how he's often seen as the biggest cunt in all of Christmas, and someone's like, hey, can I take Christmas Eve off? And he's breaking their balls for a bit, and then he's like, yeah, all right, though, you could have it off.
Yeah, take it off.
It's just like I don't know. It's a weird thing where you're right. It's just this weird like, hey, at the end of the day, yes, he does a nice thing. But because he was a bit of a cunt about it.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Absolutely, you got to do it nicely. If you're gonna do a nice thing, you got to do it nicely.
But like Jake here, he does like nice things, and he does it in a nice-ish way, like he does the charm. But you can tell he's being a cunt about it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't think it takes up until there's like I said, there's no moment where he goes, you know what? I think it's the only moment where it really happens where his turning point morally is when every plan he's had has fallen through.
Yeah.
So it's not like he.
Yeah, but then the moment he walks home to his family, he then also hits every single bit. Like he manipulates them immediately again.
Immediately.
It's
It's
like,
awesome.
hey.
Immediately.
Yeah, no, again.
Oh, I know. He's a wonderful little gaslighter.
I know why you like this movie.
Yeah, dude.
Like the opening's
It's just
like
an evil
yeah,
kid.
like the moment we meet this guy, like the very moment we meet him, he's trying to like see Jessica Biel, but the roommate is blocking his path. So he's like, "I've got you a very particular snack you like."
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just like on one side, you're like, oh, hey, he knows these people so well that he's, using his either connections or using his money, he's using his influence, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But he knows this person so well that he knows her, like his girlfriend's roommate's favorite snack.
Yeah.
And that's actually a nice thing. But he's only doing it so he can get access to.
If there was no
Jessica
Biel that he required access to, he would never give her roommate snacks.
He's like the stereotypical everything is a transaction guy.
Yeah. He's absolutely he's a dark triangle.
Yeah.
Textbook. Yeah.
Is Is it sad you could never be JTT in this only because you don't pay enough attention?
Yeah. Oh, I'd make a terrible JTT, dude. If it was me, you'd be in the Santa suit, and then it would be a flash forward 1 week, and it would be bones.
that vulture that he meets straight away would be your first and only hurdle that
I failed to cross. I go,
Hey,
a
buddy.
vulture, that's sustenance.
Yeah.
And then I leap at it as it scratches my eyes out or whatever. Yeah.
Now you're blind in the desert, being
Yeah.
like, fuck, vulture, come closer.
dude,
I'm going to eat you.
then it gets your other eye.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Ah, just like Odin, I guess.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to
And now
go.
the vultures will be my eyes.
Yes.
And I walk
That's
into
how
a
that
cactus.
story goes.
Yeah.
Molland and what were those vultures' names?
I spent too long thinking about that and become
then-
bones in the desert.
Yeah, yeah.
To be found later by an archaeologist who pisses on.
Yeah.
A terrible archaeologist. An archaeologist that's real
I
bad
found
at
bones,
his
but I need
job.
to piss.
Yeah. An archaeologist that really only got into the profession to desecrate corpses.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet this is someone special. Psst. It's also funny to
And then
imagine
they
them.
check the pissy bones. They go, oh, it wasn't anyone special.
Yeah. I won't tell anyone I found these.
Yeah, not worth
I
it.
also don't care if they're from a crime.
Yeah.
Time to rebury it.
I'm the coolest archaeologist. I'm just like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Penis still out in my mind.
Yeah.
Dripping a little bit of
Yeah,
piss.
Yeah.
And then they turn around back to the dig site.
Yeah.
It's penis out
Really nice.
archaeologist. That's
Really
a good
nice
character.
guy.
Yeah, I like that
I
guy.
like him. He knows what he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, Jake is a sociopath to the highest degree.
I think it's just-
That
I
it's
just-
it's a wonderful little thing. You could be like, oh, he's doing some nice thing. Oh, no,
No, I think that's what I love about it. I think I love like a 90s Christmas movie that, again, it's like the laziness of like, it takes up until the marathon before they go, oh, fuck, we gotta redeem him in some way.
Yeah, we gotta like.
And then it's not even a relevant redemption.
No.
They're not like he needs to realize that
Because
like
he's constantly giving stuff away to
Yeah.
get what he wants.
Yeah, but even in this case where
is it the cop as well who's like basically separated from his like
that's so
because he's
funny.
a dirtbag
he
dirty
makes
dog.
this cop that made out with somebody else at a bar, but then because the cop will buy JTT a bus ticket out of there. JTT dedicates so much time to try to get him back with his wife. It won't be a happy relationship.
No!
He's a bad guy.
But JTT doesn't care.
He doesn't give a fuck,
He doesn't
dude.
give a shit.
He's awesome. But
He doesn't give a fuck about Christmas. He just wants the Porsche.
yeah, exactly, dude.
And then he realizes maybe that Porsche is going to be that
No.
roadblock for him getting Jessica Biel. So he's like, well, I need to turn a dime here
Because you
And
also
it's
gotta
gonna be like,
remember-
if I rock up at 6:01, a deal's a deal.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And that'll make I'll look like a good guy to Jessica Biel. The dad is like, whatever, you're a minute late. Who cares?
yeah,
Yeah.
the dad who is like
I just missed my son.
the dad who's like on the verge of killing himself because his son
Yes.
won't come home for Christmas.
Yeah.
He's so sad.
That
It's
moment,
so
he's
funny.
there by the fireplace
He's
like
like,
15
"My
minutes
fucking
ago.
son
He's so
did it."
sad. Then they see through the window. He's like, let's just watch my family. And I'm
Yeah.
like, your dad is about to break down, Jake.
Get in
Just
there.
Who
Help him out.
cares?
Oh,
He's gonna
dude.
like, oh man, he's hanging on by a thread, and that thread is fraying.
I think you can really see how much he's ruined his family in that first scene after his dad promises him the Porsche, and then it's the dad and his new wife, and his new wife's like, "Really? He won't come home for Christmas, and you're rewarding him?" And he's like, "I know, but he might be coming home for Christmas. That's not enough."
I also-
Mr. JTT.
Yeah, like also like
It's
even
awesome.
the Porsche thing, like, oh, he doesn't get the Porsche. You can see that he's like sowing the seeds.
Oh, yeah.
He'll get the Porsche.
He'll get the
Next
Porsche.
Christmas, it's the Porsche's
Like,
years.
Yeah,
it's
it is like so many Christmas movies. If your Christmas movie involves like a moral redemption, you want to think like with Scrooge, with A Christmas Carol. At the end of that, you go, he's changed his ways.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think JTT
No,
changed his
No.
ways.
he's gone back to scheming.
I don't think
all he
he'll
knows
come
is
back-
like, I gotta be better at scheming.
Yeah,
that's it.
And it, like I don't think when next Christmas rolls around, JTT is coming home again.
No,
Because there's no reward. What would be the point?
Well, there is a reward there just to put in those groundworks because
Yeah.
he knows that, well, if all it takes is me going back home to my family, Jessica Biel, that I'm putting more effort into that now,
Alternatively,
and then I'll
she
get that
might be
Porsche.
around.
Yeah.
by
She might
next
not be
Christmas.
around,
Because
yeah.
like at the start of the movie, it seems like all he wants to do is sleep with her.
Yeah.
It's like the classic.
Yeah.
It's like the classic movie trope where it's like they're in their relationship where he's like, please, let's just have sex.
Just show me a titty.
Yeah.
Come on.
Because that's also like why he kind of sneaks into a room, not to bone her because that's fucked up, but to like,
So
see,
the
look, whoa.
because he sneaks in and lies down next to her while she's asleep. And when she opens her eyes, he's like, you always said you wanted to see what it would be like to wake up next to me. Right? Boning. This movie has a lot of boning references for a movie aimed at kids.
Yeah.
I think it's I would say this is definitely aimed at like the 12-year-old market.
Yeah.
We've said a lot of stuff about this movie. I think like the one thing that like, because my Christmas movie choice, which we'll get to next week or the week after, or maybe never, I could die.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas miracle.
He's not wrong.
The listeners finally won.
They killed you?
Yeah, they got together and they made a
January 8th, 2036. Is that when we were filming this?
Yes,
December
indeed.
31st, which is Christmas Day in 2028, because that's the first year they changed the date. So the listeners all came together, made a big wish for me to die and happen. But my Christmas movie is also like a 90s movie that's got like a uneven tone and is chaos. But I feel like that it's actually chaotic, where a lot of this, I think it's because JTT is mostly just like, whatever. So like occasionally he'll be in scenes that should be super chaotic, which happens straight away with the old women in the car, which we haven't even spoken about yet. It's like 4 of the old woman from Drag Me to Hell all in one scene. But outside of that, like even like Nolan, he's so low energy. It's like there's no chaos unfolding because everyone's just like,
All the adults that he meets along the way, they could have gone a bit more chaotic with it.
Yeah, because then it would add stakes.
Yeah,
because like he gets hit by the van.
Yeah.
And then there's a joke about that being chaotic, but then when they're in the van, it's chill.
Like, he
Put
kind
him in
of
a
almost...
fucking Dumb and Dumber car.
You almost want that, dude. You almost want, like, with Nolan to be like, okay, and now he's part of a heist.
Yes,
or he's part of like this guy's criminal scheme. Like, because JTT, he does like these little schemes at campus, but then to put him with like an actual criminal trying to do schemes that are a bit. A lot more malicious.
Level up. Yeah.
Like a lot more malicious than just like stolen goods in the back of a van.
Yeah.
There was, I guess, a funny scene that I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. Is when at the children's hospital, and the kid's like, I don't want that toaster. I just want to see my mum and dad. And everyone's like, oh shit,
oh fuck,
and then it's like goes to the Nolan on the payphone talking about like presumably his parents being like, I just miss you, whatever, blah 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 blah. I don't want to steal any I don't want to be fencing all these stolen goods, and then he just like pans to the cop who's right
next
there.
to him. Yeah,
that I thought was funny.
I think a funny bit is that they go to the Turf and Turf restaurant where the cop's wife works, which appears to be a restaurant. And maybe this is real, I don't know, but will you pick a cow to kill?
She's dressed as a cow.
As a cow.
Right?
I think that's awesome. I kind of love that. I mean, like maybe Turf and Turf is a real restaurant. I don't know.
I'll find out.
But I
think that's got to be just like a play on those gimmicky.
Yeah, like a Surf and Turf or whatever.
Yeah, but like a play on the gimmicky restaurants where the people dress up like the in Office Space, like the one where Jennifer Aniston works in, how it's like we got all this flair, like the TGI Friday kind of bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely. But I love the invention of that for a 90s movie that maybe was straight to DVD.
There was like a lot of I remember I was listening to something ages back where they're talking about like, I got to make my I got to make my very first fake soda drink. Like I got to make my very first, fake, beer
absolutely.
thing, and they just like talk about that. And like I guess like as a writer of that, you're like, I got to make a fake restaurant. I can have fun with this.
Yeah, I can have fun. I think that's something I love about this movie too. Is I love the amount. I think about if this movie was made today.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be like hey, movies in the past were better, but shitty movies in the past were better.
Yeah.
I think this movie in 1998, there's so much unnecessary effort into the props and the sets and stuff like that I don't know, something about that's so charming to me. To invent a whole restaurant for like a shitty whatever scene.
Yeah.
Something about that's beautiful. I don't know.
Shitty restaurant. You've got like the Oktoberfest like hotel.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got like the
the
whole
costumes for all of the maids. Like it's just like that. Like too much effort for the
Like
quality
the
of
Santa
film.
fun run that just takes over a town,
Yeah.
apparently.
I mean, that feels like the least crazy thing that happens.
Yeah.
Also, Turf and Turf, not real.
Yeah.
Turf and Turf,
Figured.
the dish, also wasn't real, but now is real. But a lot of people think it was inspired by a Ron Swanson joke.
Oh, I see.
Turf and Turf is usually two steaks.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. 'cause
Yeah,
that's-
that checks out.
See, if
Anyone
you
make-
were going Turf and Turf, I'd be like, a steak and a chicken breast.
yeah. Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
usually like a porterhouse steak and some other steak. What was it? I've
yeah.
got it still open here.
I hope it's 2 porterhouse steaks.
Yeah.
But no, it should be, yeah.
It should
like,
be 2 turfs.
16-ounce
two kinds of
T-bone
turf.
and 24-ounce porterhouse.
Oh, yeah, I guess. At least go pork and beef.
Yeah.
Come on.
Pork
what
and
the
beans.
Fuck? Pork and beans. Okay. Yeah.
So, really interesting. This opened on November 13, 1998. It didn't go straight to DVD.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, you got
To
remember,
see it in the
man.
cinema.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you ride in that Home Improvement,
Yeah, exactly.
the wave, everyone wants to see it.
Everybody
the moment
loves-
where you're like, it's like, the Wilson. He's like, my name's whatever Wilson.
Yeah.
He's wearing a beard. I'm like,
Wilson reference. And plus, JTT was at the height of his sort of fame at this point, right?
Yeah.
Everybody had JTT fever. Okay, I got JTT fever a little late when I watched this again in my 20s.
I did love, he's the sort of like, the hairstyles of the 90s. Which
It's
is
so good. Dude.
It opened the same day as Meet Joe Black. And
Yeah.
I still
Great
know-
film.
And I still know what you did last summer.
I see.
I know what you did last
JTT in this film and Brad Pitt in Meet Joe Black, similar.
hair.
but
Similar
different, but
hair.
Similar hairstyle.
Yeah, that was the 90s hair. Should we all get 90s haircuts?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you'd look really good with that, like, the part in the middle and then the, I think that would suit you.
It's crazy to think that you could go to the movies this weekend and
I'll get the Rachel.
so it
Oh yeah! What if we all try and get the?
We should all get the
Yes.
Rachel. Come on, guys.
So it opened the week after the Waterboy. So Waterboy's still riding high, opening the top of the box office this week.
Pretty sure I saw
Yeah.
the Waterboy in cinemas. I don't think I saw I'll Be Home for Christmas in the cinema.
You missed
Alas.
out.
I still know what you did last summer. Opens at number 2. Following the success of the previous years. I know what you did last summer.
Great
a movie
film.
that sucks.
Right.
I don't understand how that was a vital part of it came out after Scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make Scream, and that's really good. And then you're like, I should make a shit one now. And then
Yeah.
people are like, yep.
I know what it
good
was last
job.
summer. I guess because it didn't lean on. The,
Hook hand man car door.
I know, dude.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
He's going
never
man
been
hook
better.
car hard door damn door, dude.
Dude.
Yeah. Is that?
I'll be back home soon,
Yeah.
sweaty or whatever.
Yeah.
Old internet.
Yeah.
Was it like just not as comedic as Scream?
No, it's not as violent. It's not as interesting.
Yeah.
It's not as funny. It's everything Scream does. I know he did last summer. Does way
Yeah.
worse.
But yeah. Is it like it's just that
I mean,
Scream
it's-
is a bit more in the comedic.
Oh yeah,
type
Scream's
thing,
also
whereas-
like technically a parody.
Yeah.
Which is
Whereas I
the-
know what you did last summer is less.
It's just a
parody.
straight. It's just a straight horror movie. It's just not good. You
Yeah.
can still make a good horror movie. Like
Yeah, I know. I know you can make good films.
you
I'm
can
not-
make.
look,
You can choose. Sometimes you can wake up and you can choose to make art that's good.
Yeah,
Not
no,
us.
No,
No, not
we would
us.
never.
Anyway, I know what you did. I'll Be Home for Christmas opened at number 6 behind Ants in its 7th week.
Well, Ants is a classic movie, dude. Woody Allen's greatest film. Okay.
I'll Be Home for Christmas was seen as both a commercial and commercial and critical
Oh
failure.
yeah, if you read, dude, I love
What?
reading the reviews of it. People are not kind. Let me see if I can find them because they're very funny.
It is very interesting, I guess. Like all those old films that we cherished or whatever you watch as a kid, like over and over
Yeah.
again, and just like we're on TV, and then it's like you read like the reviews now, either like of people back then or just people today that are revisiting it. Man. Wow, how did any of these become classics?
I know,
Like,
well,
how did anyone watch
But
anything?
I think that what used to happen is that you're a kid, someone buys you a Christmas movie on DVD.
Yeah.
Like, so for example, Ants, I had 7 weeks at the cinema. But as a kid, I had a VHS of Ants. So I watched Ants a lot.
Yeah.
But And I think so it's kind of like it cements itself in your brain as a classic just because you have the DVD or the VHS or whatever.
Yeah. I think, again, when streaming, I mean, this is the coldest take imaginable, I think. But hey, but yeah, when streaming came around and then the VHS/DVD/Blu-ray market just kind of just tanked, it was kind of like, but that's where all these mid-tier movies or mid-budget movies would make their income. And then they're like, well, that's gone.
Absolutely.
How many billions of minutes did it
I think there's also something where, like, when you're young, and like maybe this was true for people who were old pre-internet, but when you're young, you don't find out which movies are good based on some, like, maybe you might like be reading in the paper reviews or whatever, but like otherwise it's just like, what are the people around you like?
Yeah.
And if someone says you should check this, it's kind of like, in a way, I mean, who knows? But in a way, it feels like a far more intimate experience with the movie where you're like really not influenced by anything outside of
like you go into
my
a film,
relationship with the film.
Yeah, like you go into a film and you've heard nothing about it other than you've watched the trailers or whatever. Or you go into a film being like, I read a review. They were like, 1 star for dumb babies. If you like it, you're a
dumb
big
baby.
dumb idiot. And you're like, but I like it.
You're like, uh-oh.
Or you watch, you're like, I like that. Then you read the review. I can't tell anyone.
That's my secret shame, I suppose.
Yeah, that's sad. I mean, I'll Be Home for Christmas. The Rotten Tomatoes critical consensus reads, neither parent nor child will find any merriment in this mess.
That's fair.
I like Roger
agree.
Roger Egypt.
Oh, yeah.
Roger Ebert, who gave it
He
one.
really hates it.
He describes it as
Well, there's no
pleasant-
tits in this film.
Well,
so-
exactly. He says it's Pleasantville made from antimatter. The film is about people who seem to be removed from a 50s sitcom so they can spread cliches, ancient jokes, dumb plotting, and empty, cheerful, sanitized gimmicks into our world and time. Christopher Null gave the film surprisingly engaging, 3 out of 5 stars. Christopher Null, my guy.
Let's just check out Christopher Nolan because he has a clickable link.
Yeah, dude.
What
He
movie-
looks good. He was a former blogger for Yahoo Tech.
Yeah.
What do you fucking think about
I don't know what
He
I don't know.
knows film, I guess.
What do you think about that, dude?
He's a computer guy.
Yeah.
Why did he review that movie?
He wrote a book called 5 Stars, How to Become a Film Critic, the World's Greatest Job in 2013.
Oh, actually, he was the editor-in-chief of filmcritic.com.
Yeah, he fucking rocks,
And he was
dude.
the editor of Drink Hacker.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Drink hacker.
What
does
was
he
that?
mean?
Drinkhacker.com.
One of the
What
longest
could
running
you
spirits
possibly
review
mean?
websites with
Okay.
This is a funny thing to brag about because, like, with more than 10,000 posts.
Back then,
I
maybe.
get- yeah,
but
true.
It's just very funny to be like, a drink hacker, where you're like, what are you doing? This is how you make sure you get real drunk.
Yeah. We're gonna hack your drink to get you drunker.
So yeah, when you go to the bar and you're like, hey, can I get a bourbon and Coke? You go, make it a double.
Yeah.
yeah. That's a good hack.
what a
dude.
hack, man.
Good hack. Classic drink
And
hack.
someone comes in, what if you ask for a triple?
Yeah.
Oh, game changer.
Hack alert. Hack
I'm gonna
alert.
get so fucking drunk right now. Yeah.
I'll be home for
I got another
Christmas.
email. Hey, I think you have a problem.
yeah. No, I'm just a hacker
I'm
of
just
drinks.
hacking. I'm just hacking drinks.
I'm just hacking, dude.
I'll Be Home for Christmas sadly didn't make it into December in the cinemas.
That's fucked up, dude. That's
their problem. That's
Yeah.
their problem.
Yeah, you got to be full of Christmas spirit to
if they
enjoy.
if
I'll
they
Be
had
Home for
released, because
Christmas.
again, Christmas is becoming early and early every single year.
Exactly,
Yeah,
so
I
they
remember.
say.
So
like,
in
if you-
1998, you reckon it didn't
Well,
start?
no,
so,
I remember
didn't start
reading
till December
Yeah,
1st.
reading about a boy.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that film or read that book, the whole thing where Hugh Grant's character, he gets all his money from a Christmas royalty song
Yeah.
that his
Yeah.
dad wrote. And in there, it's just like, I think one of the things like November fucking 17th, that's when he first heard the Christmas song. And it's just like, wow, November 17th. That's crazy that it was happening, But now, I mean, we're getting Christmas shit in October. Like, Christmas shit next to Halloween.
Well, Halloween
shit.
ends,
Well-
and they're like, we got to fill this fucking
No,
shelf with
before
something.
Halloween ends, you got to be like, well, you got to get the Christmas stuff out.
From retail friends I've got, apparently it's Halloween. I guess I don't know when they start Halloween, but let's say start of October.
Yeah.
Like let's say October 1. Christmas stuff starts literally the moment Halloween ends. There's not meant to be crossover. If there's ever any crossover, it's because it's just leftover Halloween stock.
Yeah.
So Christmas starts November 1st.
Yeah.
And then New Year's Day, it's Easter, baby.
Sure
Yeah,
is.
dude.
Hot cross
Yeah.
buns.
I think it's even now. I mean, I think it's even going a bit further because, like, there was definitely Christmas shit happening before October 31st this year.
Yeah,
Whoa.
dude. I think it's awesome.
Yeah,
I think
man. I'm looking forward to like 6 months of like Christmas.
Yeah.
And then I guess, a couple months of Easter.
Oh, dude.
Well, it's just crazy because like the weather in Australia, or Melbourne in particular,
Yeah.
it's just been dog shit in November.
Yeah.
It's cold.
yeah.
Raining.
It doesn't feel like Christmas.
No.
Yeah.
A
A
It
couple
doesn't
of
feel
like real
Christmas at all.
warm days, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
there's-
and then you get rained on. You're like,
Oh, come
Yeah,
on.
I can't enjoy this. This isn't that Santa Claus playing cricket in the
yeah.
Nothing more Australian than Santa playing cricket in the nude.
I can't fire up the Barbie.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
too wet.
It's too wet for the Barbie. It is a funny thing for people to complain about where they go, there's Christmas stuff earlier and earlier every year. And you go, who cares? Why?
Yeah.
What could possibly be bad about that?
Yeah.
Like even, like what? How does it in any way
I
negatively
guess-
affect a person
Yeah.
to see tinsel in October?
I guess if you're a big Grinch, and also I guess the expectation of like the buying gifts and like the whole like capitalism bullshit and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. I guess you're mad about that.
Yeah.
but also you go, who cares?
Well,
like
you're
you
gonna
don't have to
buy
engage.
gifts. Yeah, you either don't buy gifts at all, or like you're gonna have to
Yeah.
buy gifts at some point.
Or it's
if you're
like,
doing that,
I hate hearing the Christmas songs
Yeah.
earlier and earlier and blah, blah, blah.
Bro,
and I'm
what?
like, who's paying it that much
Yeah,
attention?
exactly. Oh my god, dude. If you're gonna let every little fucking thing get to you, you're gonna go insane.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Christmas is awesome. I'm a big Christmas guy. I love Christmas.
Christmas fun.
You know, it was hard to pick only one Christmas movie for these.
What made the
rewinds.
short list then?
Polar Express?
Why do you only like the fucked up ones?
Polar Express is funny, dude. It's funny.
I've never seen Polar Express. That said, I've seen the follow up, I guess, with the Jim Carrey.
That's crazy. I've never seen that. Yeah,
That
dude.
was terrifying.
It's
Just
bad.
The animation.
It's bad.
alone, I
At least
hate.
Polar Express, it's like a little bit cartoony, so you can kind of. It's still disgusting.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Polar
Like,
Express famously made my grandma spew.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
She got so sick. She saw it by herself for some reason.
A little Christmas
Yeah.
What was
treat.
Grandma doing her up to, dude?
She was just like, I think she had just been at the shops and she was like, I'll go see a movie.
Yeah.
And
This
it
looks
made her
fun.
sick.
I love that Tom Hanks.
That's why I love Polar Express.
Well,
'cause
she
it's-
likes Christmas, so I'm guessing. So it just
Well, it would have been the Christmas movie that was out at the time.
Yeah.
And it's like animated, so you go, it's going to be a bit of fun. But I love it's for me, a Christmas movie, like what will elevate it is if it's a bit fucked up. Like, but in a way that's kind of unintentional. And the Polar
Yeah.
Express is that too, where they go, like, it's this, Tom Hanks plays like 5 characters in it.
Yeah.
But for no benefit. Like, it's
There's
not.
no reason.
It's not like
Tom
there's.
Hanks loves to play heaps of guys in one movie.
Yeah,
and
there's-
I'm
but it's-
sick of it.
Yeah. But it's not like there's.
Cloud Atlas famously
Yeah.
plays some
Yeah.
guys he shouldn't, be playing.
That's true.
Kia, or whatever the fuck it's called.
What one?
The movie about the house. It's also a Robert Zemeckis
Oh,
movie.
yeah, where it's all filmed from one angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I wanted to see that.
Hey,
Not good?
well, I don't know. I haven't seen it. No one has.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. But yeah, in Polar Express, like he plays the little boy, but he also plays Santa. I think he plays the little boy.
And he plays the conductor.
And he plays the conductor and Father Christmas and the magical hobo that lives on top of the train. To what end?
I mean, they're all aspects of Santa, right?
I don't know, I guess. My favorite thing about the Polar Express, and I said this before, is that it canonizes the idea that Santa doesn't get presents for poor kids. It's funny to bring up poor kids again, but like, because there's this poor kid that goes on the Polar Express, right?
No presents for you.
Yeah, and he's like really sad, and they're like, "Why are you on the Polar Express?" And he's like, "Because Santa never gets me gifts, so I just want to go and ask him why." But
Does he get an answer?
No, Santa just gives him a present.
That's not an answer.
So,
Santa.
like, it canonically in the Polar Express, Father Christmas has not been given because he's real. That's what the movie establishes. He's a real guy, and he's just been not been given
That's
his
so
kid
good.
presents.
It's like we don't answer that. Just have a gift. It's
Just
not
have
like,
a present. Don't worry about it, kid. And the movie's like, because he gets the gift.
No,
and it's meant
you
to be
could
really
be
exciting.
like, oh yeah, I did get you a gift, but they were stolen by
The
rude
Grinch
boys
or
and
some
girls.
shit.
Yeah.
But no. Santa just doesn't give
No.
poor kids presents, I guess.
Yeah.
Suck shit, little boy.
Yeah, suck shit.
What Home Alone obviously was on my short list, 1 and 2, because I love those movies. But I feel like, look, everybody's seen Home Alone 1. We watched it together way back in the day.
Yeah.
Don't need to do that. What other Christmas movies made that short list?
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's your short list, dude.
I know. I'm trying to remember
Yeah,
Christmas
and there's
movies.
it's a Christmas movie that I really enjoyed. That I think you might like it. It's Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
Oh yeah, I've seen Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. It's great. Dude.
It's all it's like for a long time that became like our Christmas movie we'd watch, and it's so stupid, and it makes no sense.
It's from like the 1950s.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Why
dude.
is it's like Christmas doesn't really play a big part in that?
Santa's
film?
just kind of
Well, he's got to do other stuff.
Yeah.
He's got a whole year to do
Yeah.
shit in,
And
dude.
the elves are making the presents. They're out
that's
there
true.
making the Nintendo and
yeah,
the
and
bikes
the Atari and stuff.
dude, the mobile phones,
Yeah,
the
this-
iPads. The elves can do anything.
Yeah, Santa Claus just sits in his fucking big balls.
Well, he's like
Yeah, he just sits in his fat nuts.
yeah, I know, but he's also
On
like
his
the
recliner
driver.
yeah, he drives the sleigh.
That's important. And when
Yeah.
you're making a heist, the driver is like he's not the most integral person,
But he's pretty important.
But he's pretty important.
I would say it is the most important person in a heist.
I'd say the mastermind's pretty. Like, the
Yeah.
most important
That's
person.
true.
But I would say maybe what about this? The driver's the linchpin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if the driver fucks up their job,
Yeah.
everyone go to jail.
yeah, or if
Yeah.
the driver's not there.
Yeah.
If
Everyone
the
got to
driver's-
jail, but the driver.
Yeah.
yeah. If
Drivers-
the driver's clever, they get away with they do
Yeah.
the heist, but they don't go to prison. But they don't get the treasure.
Yeah. The driver, he drives to the police station. He rats out his friends.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's a good idea, dude. Oh man, I think being the driver would be one of the most stressful heist jobs.
Yeah.
Because like, what if you're on the wrong street? You got to wrong.
Well, that's not what I'd be worried about. It's in like, just like,
Where are they?
That's not a bank.
Fuck. Are they robbing? I think they're robbing the wrong
let me hear
building.
Hey guys, were you robbing that abandoned Toys R Us that hasn't been open for decades?
No,
Question mark,
the
question
bank.
mark. What?
Oh.
Where you at? Hey, I'll send my
Yeah.
location.
No, don't. Oh, no. Please don't. Wait, where am I?
yeah,
I'm going to stop in this 7-Eleven and ask for directions.
yeah, and get a sausage roll.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
wants one?
Yeah.
I got 5 Slurpees.
I can't eat a sausage roll in this mask. I'm gonna take it off.
yeah.
Update, I've spilt the Slurpees in the car. I'm sorry, chair might be a bit wet. No worries.
Put the heating on.
Yeah. Putting the
By
heating
the
on,
way, one
melted
of those Slurpees was milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm opening the door. I've pulled over. I've opened the doors. I'm fanning the car using the door.
Why haven't you replied? Does it have anything to do with the police sirens?
Where you at? You haven't sent me location yet.
Yeah.
I'll
Please,
share mine.
I'll send mine. Oh no, the cops are coming.
So,
Stressful to be a driver.
Yeah. Fair
what's your favorite moment of I'll Be Home for Christmas?
There's so many to choose from. I love.
Is there?
Yes, I
There's so many
believe
best moments to choose
there
from.
are. I think the burger Nolan's eating always looks really good to me when he's driving his van.
That is true. It does look good.
Lock it in. That's your favorite moment.
No. I'm just going through. I got to talk it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I do love the moment where JCT and the Ed Man are together, and then the Ed Man halfway through them bonding just pulls over and kicks him out.
Yep.
I think that's funny. I think the Santa fun run is a fun set piece. That's good.
Like the Kenyan Santa.
The
He
Kenyan
was pretty
Santa is funny. JTT just being like, Kenyan? Is a very funny. Just extremely casual racism
Yeah.
from JTT. Kenyan? That's like I burst out laughing when I was watching it last night. Why does he say that? Kenyan?
I'm like, is that
you can't do that,
Is
JTT.
it because of like the Olympics? And,
I
like,
think
the
so,
I'm
but
Kenyan
it's-
fairly
runners
sure,
are very-
it's casual racism about running.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's just like it's like a different tone to the rest of the movie. Anyway, very funny. So I like that scene. I like
What I like about that as well is it's implied that the mayor always wins. So
why
The
is
mayor always wins.
this? Mayor always
Never bet
wins.
against the city.
Yeah, exactly.
Mayor
Yeah.
always wins.
I quite like. I think there's a lot of beautiful scenery in this movie. You get a lot of
You couldn't
lovely.
even say that with a straight face.
No, well, it's because I know what movie it is. But there are a lot of beautiful sort of shots of like the I don't know what the mountain range is in California, but of
That.
those sort of mountain ranges and stuff. I think that's nice.
So again, this is you meant to be listing your favorite scenes, and so far you've said the burger that Nolan eats, the racist joke,
Yes.
and
Yes.
the scenery.
Yeah. Well, I'm just talking.
What about the dog that does the human fart?
The dog that does the human fart's a really good scene.
I thought that was great.
Clearly a pre-9/11 movie.
Dogs should not be doing that.
Dogs should not be doing human farts.
Human farts should be reserved for humans.
Yeah.
And JTT, he just like runs out of the plane when it lands.
Yeah.
He should have gone to jail then.
Oh, there's many times where you're like, he should have gone to jail.
Yeah.
What about the sandwich that gives JTT the inspiration to make a liver like an organ?
I think that's really good too.
Yeah.
I think about that guy, plot hole alert, the guy who's like, that's the meat from my sandwich.
Like, yeah, how do you get it? Also, what I love about this guy is eating raw meat, slathered.
That's the kind of
in
laziness that
barbecue
elevates this
sauce.
film, where they go, we need JTT to come up with an excuse. What if he fakes a liver transplant?
Yeah.
How do we get a fake liver?
We'll have a gross guy eating a horrible liver sandwich or something.
I just like the whole bus gets behind him to be like,
great.
they just make up like a little girl that
Yeah.
you got to save this little girl.
They're yelling
And then
at
the
the
bus
bus
driver's
driver.
like, I care so
If you
much.
don't think I
you
care,
don't think I
you
care?
can go to hell, dude.
Yeah.
I love that little girl.
Stay behind the yellow line.
So, have you settled on a favorite moment?
Just talk it through it. Relax.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slow your roll.
What about when he's on the roof of the car?
Oh, that's
and
great.
He trips, like he falls over,
Yeah.
and the little kid starts like, hi Santa. That was
That's really good.
pretty
He's
funny.
banging on the roof, and the lady driving.
She doesn't pay any
Yeah.
attention.
It's Christmas Eve. She's got to get home.
Yeah, man.
I like when he sleeps in the sleigh for the first time. I think it's kind of a cozy scene. I like when.
How are these your favorite scenes?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What?
Just like, you're not even picking, like, I watched the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get why you like the movie.
Yeah.
And then you're picking, like, transitional scenes and being like, these are the
Well,
highlights.
maybe you don't understand why I like the
Yeah.
movie. If these are my favorite scenes, maybe you've pegged me all wrong, brother.
No,
I think he has.
I think you have.
I think you're just remembering things and being like, this is funny.
Yeah.
When this thing
Yeah,
happens.
That's my favorite
That's your
scenes.
favorite scene.
I like when he's woken up after sleeping in the sleigh by the guy pretending to be Santa. That's a good scene. I think it would be a nightmare for JTT when he wakes up to a fake Santa in his face.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of impossible. I'll tell you my least favorite scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't love the stuff before he's on the road. When he's in California,
Yeah, 'cause-
he's it's kind of boring. I don't know.
Yeah, he hasn't been stranded yet. The part of the movie that makes it good for you.
Well, no, because he's not. He's got no opposition. You know.
He does have opposition, but they're not setting it up. Like, once again, because it's such a lazy film, they're just not setting it up that he's doing something and he's also got a heart of gold. They're
Yeah.
just like, he's a sociopath.
Yeah.
Why is he doing any
Well,
of
I think
this?
he's just at his most annoying, you know.
Yeah.
Well, because I think when you have a character like this, right, where
Yeah.
what's enjoyable about them is to see them get out of scrapes, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, how's JTT going to get out of this one? It's not enjoyable when they've got nothing to push up against, which is what the beginning of the movie is like.
And also, it's kind of like the writers are like, well, we need to make this kid cool.
Yes.
And that's it.
Yes.
There's no like anything else. They're just like, wouldn't it be cool if he can, do this kind of stuff? And then he just gets, I don't know, beaten up by some
Exactly.
jocks or whatever.
And
Like,
then-
how cool is he, though?
Yeah, and then the
gotta be
movie, when he's
cool.
beaten up and now he's got someone to fight against, the movie actually starts.
It just feels like they don't really give him any flaws.
No.
Well, his flaw is that he's a scumbag, but it's also, by the end, it's okay.
Yeah.
But that's not the flaw, though. He's just a scumbag, but like, thumbs up.
Yeah,
Well,
it's cool that he's just because in that initial scene,
Yeah.
they're like,
He's
"Whoa,
the
dude,
coolest guy."
He's
Yeah.
the coolest guy." In
Oh,
school.
except he fucking loves Dave Matthews Band, which is objectively the worst,
Yeah.
the least cool guy thing. That's like being like, yeah, I fucking love Fish and Tool.
Yeah.
Shut up.
When do you see him loving Dave Matthews?
He mentions it at the very
Oh,
start.
they're fair.
He's
fair,
like,
fair,
hey, did you
fair.
get the Dave Matthews Band ticket for me?
Yes, that's right.
Also,
Does-
then Ed, so this movie was originally called I Won't Be Home for Christmas.
That's funny.
And then in the van, in Ed's first scene, he's listening to the song I Won't Be Home for Christmas by Blink-182.
Nice.
I think, like I've said before, I think Ed is my favorite character. I love a 90s guy who is stupid and mean. I think that combination is so funny to
Another
me.
weird thing with this is like, so Ed's character is
Yeah.
like pining after Jessica Biel. So the character of Ed, the actor's name's Adam something.
Yeah.
He's pining after Jessica Biel's character, Allie.
Yeah.
In Seventh Heaven, they're in a couple, but then he dumps Mary, who is
Yeah.
Jessica Biel, for Lucy, who's Jessica Biel's younger sister.
Yeah.
but they're both happening at the same time. Like when this movie comes out, that plot line is happening on TV.
Yeah.
That's confusing. But
I
then
don't
also,
think it is.
Is
it's
it?
Not, it's not,
I don't think it is.
sorry,
It's
not confusing. It's just it stands out as strange to me, like when that happens, like to reuse two actors.
Oh,
put
like
them in
with
Yeah.
Wanda and Pietro.
Yeah,
and
this is a
then-
thing that gets in your bonnet
Yeah.
sometimes.
Oh no, that one's different, and that was actually credited to it being a box office bomb.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, not a bomb. Sorry, not doing as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Because like
Wow.
you can adjust, but it's just like because of the way that media works now.
I just
Less-
feel maybe I just do not pay attention
Yeah, I can't
to who is
imagine giving a
acting.
shit and just being like, this
They
is a
played
movie.
siblings. Now they're playing husband and wife.
Yeah,
No,
because
I
I know
think-
movies aren't real. You know?
Yes,
Unless they were like, they're real life brother and sister, and they're playing a married
If
couple.
a real life
what the
brother
fuck
and
is going
sister,
on?
if I'm watching a movie and a real life brother and sister make out on screen sloppy style, I'm saying, check please.
Why this happened?
This is strange.
This is bad for me.
Excuse me,
like
project
to
demand. This is
leave.
peculiar. Turn the movie off.
Thinky.
I'm seeing incest I don't want to see.
yeah.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I just
Whatever,
Oh,
they're
no,
actors.
acting's acting, but
So, like,
it's-
I don't think I'm. If I'm watching this film, I don't think I'm really across.
Yeah, I'm never
Seventh
thinking
Heaven.
about what the other characters are doing.
That's
Yeah.
also true.
they opened one weekend apart, so I think it was just like people were being like because they were getting blasted with commercials about
Okay.
Yeah.
Age of Ultron, so it's just like you couldn't really avoid it.
Mm.
So like you're
I don't know. I
Yeah, it
avoided
still seems crazy to me, but I guess if someone out there has been like, this is probably the reason.
well, it's part of the reason because
Yeah.
it's like, well, I think people were like it's seeing them as brother and sister and seeing is far more believable than seeing them as like their on-screen chemistry
Yeah,
feels more
okay.
like brother and sister.
Some actors do have that chemistry.
Yeah.
And sometimes the way stuff, like in a great movie that we still need to watch, Dear Evan Hansen, there's a scene where where Dear Evan Hansen, no, the boy, whatever the boy's name is.
Evan Hansen.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. Evan Hansen. Yeah. Anyway, where he
That
is.
was tricky for me to figure out.
Yeah. Well, because I got.
He writes the letters to himself.
Yeah, so that threw me off. But anyway, he's having a conversation with his mom singing him a song. But the way it's shot and the way they keep getting closer, it really feels like all of the language of cinema is like they are about to make Evan Hansen's about to kiss his mom.
Is it Twilight that has an issue? Billy Burke and
Yes. Yeah. They where fuck, what's her name?
Bella and
Bella-
Bella's dad.
Bella and Bella's dad have like extremely good on-screen chemistry, but they are dad and daughter.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
But yeah, no, the Seventh Heaven and this crossover, it's not. It's just, it's more like weird in the sense of like think of how many actors there are in the world.
Yeah.
And like something that's currently happening. It would be like, I don't know.
Look again. Hey, this is a you thing.
Yeah,
It's not-
to
no,
me, I
'cause
don't care.
to me,
This
I
is
don't
one
care.
of these situations where you're like, why do you care about this? I'm
No.
like, it's
We're
notable.
just saying you
I don't
we-
actually
you-
care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it sounds like you do.
To me, it's not notable.
Yeah, to me, I couldn't even remember
That's
any
the
of
difference.
this.
To
Yeah.
me, there's nothing notable about. They're
Yeah.
just two actors getting. Probably you'd be like, well, they got chemistry in Seventh Heaven.
Yeah.
They know how
Yeah.
to work together. Get
Yeah.
them on the greatest film we're ever gonna make.
Yeah.
I'll be home for
And
Christmas.
We'll
the-
film at the exact same time.
Yeah.
In fact, this was a script once for Seventh
Seven
Heaven,
episodes.
but I guess we just blew it out a little bit.
What's Seventh Heaven about?
I have no idea.
That's the Seventh Heaven is the one with the pedophile dad.
Oh,
Unfortunately, that
Yeah.
doesn't narrow it down.
the one that's not Hey Dad.
It's the religious, like
Yeah.
he's the pastor,
Okay.
and he has seven
Seven?
people living in the house.
Okay.
Yeah,
I never
okay.
watched Seventh Heaven.
I don't know why I get Seventh Heaven and 10 Simple Rules for dating my teenage daughter confused. I guess numbers.
Seventh Heaven was really popular, but it is also very like Christian.
Yeah.
right.
But
what
it's
if-
like it crossed over. It's
Was
like
it the same like era as like Party of Five, or a bit
No,
before?
it's later. It's
Are you
like-
getting tricked by numbers as well?
yeah, I guess so.
Seventh Heaven is
Party
like
of Five was like mum and dad are dead, and we have 5 kids.
Maybe.
Ah.
I don't know, I
Seventh
don't
Heaven.
know.
I'm pretty sure is like mid '90s to early 2000s.
I think Seventh Heaven is weird because I've never seen it, but my understanding is that it's like the way it presents, it's like this is the perfect family unit, but sometimes they have disagreements, and through God they get to some resolution. But actually, the show is mostly them screaming at each other, and like it's like an awful family kind of under the veneer,
From-
you know. But
I saw
I've
a
never
lot of
seen
it, but I think it's just because it was on like our pay TV. Like, as in, it was like a classic
Foxtel kind of.
Foxtel thing that was just on all the time.
Yeah.
Most of those solutions are just like classic teenage problems, and the parents warn them about something, and then the parents are right.
How much God was in it?
As in God as a character?
No, like how much did they like?
He's a pastor.
Yeah, but I guess what I mean is like because it's like a Christian show.
Yeah.
But how much of like the
Like
resolution?
through Christ.
Yeah, came
all-
down
all
It's not like,
problems
it's
are
not like,
solved.
no, it's not like, again, can't remember 100%.
Yeah.
The dad being a pedophile really distracts from my memory of the
truly.
show.
That's
and it
fair.
doesn't really make you want to rewatch it.
That's also fair.
Yeah.
My understanding is that most of the time it's just like lessons, like as in like people just learn lessons. It's not like you've got to pray to find
Yeah,
the
But
truth.
do they learn like Christian lessons, I guess?
Yeah.
I guess it's hard to, I don't know why we're asking questions. You're like, I don't really remember.
Yeah.
And
We're
that's fair.
we're putting a lot of
No,
pressure
it's-
on you. To
it's
remember
more-
yeah.
it's
you
more
watched
like-
as a child.
It's more like 90s sitcoms lessons.
Yeah,
like, as in,
okay.
like drugs are bad, but
Yeah.
people do
Okay.
drugs.
Okay.
Don't
That's
lie to your
interesting.
dad.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
kind of things.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. It's funny looking at just briefly before looking at JTT's career because he does this, then up until like the 2001, I think he's a movie a year. They're getting worse, but he is doing a movie a year.
Are they getting worse?
Yeah, well, I mean, look, I didn't actually check the box office, but one of them was called like A Gummy Bear's Squiggly Christmas.
Another Christmas movie.
Yeah, he did a couple. He did a couple.
mean,
I'm trying to think, did I ever watch any of JTT's films as a kid and like enjoyed them?
Yeah, well, he was like one of those Disney stars in like the 90s era of Disney star where they were like, he's the cutest boy you've ever seen. Like,
Yeah.
there was a lot of like that, like kind of marketing
Poster on
him
the
to,
wall.
yeah,
kind
like
of
to
vibe.
teenage girls and stuff. So he did I'll Be Home for Christmas. Then he did Speedway Junkie and Walking Across Egypt, two movies I've never heard of in my life. Common Ground, another movie I've never heard of. The Tangerine Bear, Home in Time for Christmas. Very similar. Then Timothy Tweedle, The First Christmas Elf.
Why is he doing so many Christmas movies?
I don't know. Then in 2001, the year up, they weren't both in 2000. In 2001, he did An American Town. Then 2005 is his next film role. He plays Customer 3 in the short film Tilt-A-Whirl. And then Prince Rajesh in Through the Mobius Strip. And then he stopped acting in movies full stop.
Yeah.
2005 really seems like the end of his
Yeah.
Veronica Mars. He was on.
directed something in 2006. It's like a 12-minute thing.
What does he look
Called The
like now?
Extra.
Does he look fucked up? Is
No,
that why
he
stepped
kind of
away from-
looks.
He
Look,
was in.
he looks
yeah,
pretty
4
normal.
episodes of Last Man Standing.
Look,
That was the
this
last
is what
thing
he
he
looks
did.
like.
Yeah, he just looks like a regular guy.
Yeah.
He looks kind of like someone.
Young Zach Braff.
Yes. He's only 44.
Yeah.
Get him back, dude. I'll be home for Christmas too.
Dude,
Come
they're
on.
not going to make I'll Be Home for Christmas too. You're the only person on earth that likes this movie.
Yeah. Sam doesn't mind it.
I don't mind it.
Everybody at home, and
Yeah.
you should be doing this. This is your homework. You should, after this, if you've not already seen it, you should go watch I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Yeah.
And you send us an email and let us know what you
Yeah,
think.
let us
'cause-
know. Are you team Jack or are you team JD?
Yeah.
To be
Do you
like,
love it? Do you hate
love
it?
Do you hate it? Are you indifferent? I think I fall like I would say probably more towards your camp, Jack. But it is like it's not like an incredible film.
No,
to change your life.
Of course not.
But it's silly. It's
It's
dumb.
a silly, cheesy 90s
yeah.
Christmas movie.
It is so of its time.
Yeah, which is odd, and it's like but it's a cheesy 90s Christmas movie made by the laziest people alive
Yeah.
who missed the mark
Yeah.
gratuitously, and that's what makes it so charming to me.
Yeah.
You know?
And
Well,
like
I'm
again,
glad
everything
you
is
had a
like
nice time.
yeah.
it's weird like comparing it to the movies we watch these days where everything is like on a volume and
Yeah.
like
Yeah, oh, yeah, I love that about it, too.
No, no background actors in the slightest. Where you're like, oh, there's people around. I like the fun run they do with Santa.
Yeah.
As you're seeing people throughout the watching this Santa run who are just, I guess, there to see the Santas fall.
Yeah.
I love that it was like sort of shot like a Tour de France where like bike stacks and all this kind of shit happening. Like it's
Absolutely.
just like kind of like
It's charming.
silly, charming, and
Yeah.
you kind of, I guess, in the hands of a more talented crew, would have been like a lot better. I mean, that's obviously, but like again, there's like little moments there. Where you're like, that's really kind of like you could have done it more with that. It'd
Yeah.
been nice, but then once again, Jake is still a sack of shit.
Yeah. He's a bad guy.
This was directed by the same person who directed the Ferris Bueller TV show that failed spectacularly.
Oh, that's so funny.
And also, that makes this movie sadder to me, I think.
Yeah.
They just really wanted to make Ferris Bueller, but Ferris Bueller already existed.
Yeah.
Well, and they're like, what if it was Christmas Ferris Bueller? And no one came.
No. It's it's a bit of Ferris Bueller, a bit of planes, trains, and automobiles kind of thing.
But I don't even
then
think
it's just like it's just not quite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It just misses the mark.
Because
It
planes,
just
trains,
misses
and
the mark.
automobiles, even Due Date, which is a worse,
Yeah.
a significantly worse movie.
Yeah.
But like, there's stakes in the we need to get from A to B, we have to do X.
Yes.
Yeah.
And no matter what happens, we gotta do X.
Yeah.
This doesn't do that.
No.
This is like, they're like, oh no, fuck, he fucked up and he doesn't care and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
There's no stakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's
again,
awesome.
It's nice that he's just a little liar, and
Yeah.
all he can do is lie.
I do,
and
like-
gaslight.
I mean, I knew exactly what type of movie I was getting into, knowing that it was a Jackson child and young adult early favorite.
Yeah.
Because, every movie you like is like this.
Absolutely, dude.
A piece of shit gets stranded somewhere,
Yeah.
doesn't learn any lessons, the world's worse off for them existing.
An unrepentant sociopath receives no lessons and wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. It's even at the very, very end where it's like, oh yeah, he steals a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the parade come by his head, like the house, and they see the stolen horse. And they're like, that's the guy who stole the horse.
Yeah.
But they're marching like peace on earth.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so,
So, like, well,
so the guy's like, you stole our horse, but I hope you have a wonderful day. And the guy, the JTT is like, those are beautiful wings on your costume. He's like, I did them myself. I've been taking lessons and doing sewing or
He's
whatever.
like,
And it's
shows.
man,
It
shows. You're
shows,
doing
yeah.
great. He's like, you're a charming guy. You're like, you're a charming guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, good luck. And it's
well,
just
lead
like,
the parade, I guess.
yeah, it's like, okay, no comeuppance, no
that's-
lessons.
And that's a beautiful
Okay,
marriage
okay.
to me of the JTT is a bad guy who learns no lessons, and this movie is incredibly lazily written.
Oh, yeah.
Because
And
clearly,
also JTT's acting in that particular scene.
Yeah.
He's just sort of like, he doesn't. He's
Yeah.
just there like,
Yeah,
He's like
I
basically
am.
hands in pockets, kind of shrugging like, yeah.
it's like you can tell the movie knows it's finished, and they're like, well, let's just wrap it. It's like, well, when you're writing it, you're like, do we need to write like he stole a horse, the parade? The last time we saw the parade, they were chasing him down. Do we care? No, of course not. The movie's over.
Yeah. And one of the writers of this went on. Their next project was Juice Bigelow, Male Gigolo.
Oh,
and then
that's
they followed that up with Master of Disguise.
Yes, dude.
And that
yes.
career trajectory makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Bangers all the way
Yeah.
down.
Actually,
Yeah.
both of those movies are structured like this.
Yeah, I've
pretty
never
sure-
seen Master of Disguise.
I'm fairly sure.
no,
like
Juice
pieces-
Bigelow's not.
Pieces of shit that don't learn a lesson.
Isn't Juice Bigelow, he's also trying to like...
Juice Bigelow's thing is, it's not structured in the same way. It's just that he goes on a lot of dates with a lot of different.
Oh,
quirky
yeah.
women.
Yeah.
I mean, like in a way, yes, but not quite the same.
Yeah. it does-
He's not trying to go from A to B, but
No.
it does feature the same thing of like, what if he met this wacky
Yeah, it's like a
character
bunch
and
of
then-
quirky.
And then that scene ends, and then he meets a different... Yeah.
Yes.
But I think does he learn the lesson that all women are beautiful in Deuce Bigelow?
Maybe.
What about in Deuce Bigelow European Gigolo?
I don't know. I've never seen.
I feel like I whacked off to that
the
movie.
second one. Yeah, right.
Well, because I think in the European Gigolo, he's in Amsterdam and there's some breasts, possibly. yeah.
Possibly.
So
Or
I
at
think-
least hint of titty.
Yeah.
So like maybe you see like like a scantily clad person, and you're like, that's good. And then there's implied boning. I
Yes.
assume.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
So-
I think what's weird about European Gigolo, and I might be misremembering, and Dusha seems to have the tomes open, so maybe you can tell me, is that in the first Juice Bigelow, one of his clients is a very tall woman.
Oh yeah.
And
Yes,
everybody,
she's
that's a huge bitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think in the second one of his clients is a very tall woman.
Maybe it's the same one.
And I don't want to discredit because these
do,
people
yeah.
clearly wrote the same I'll Be Home for Christmas movie I love.
Yeah.
But I don't think that joke's funny enough to do twice.
Because I remember it. Yeah, it was like it wasn't in like a courtroom or something, and like again, you don't see her face because she's
Yeah.
so tall, and it's just like you hear people yell and like she's a huge bitch or like
Yeah.
that of stuff, and then it just like kind of pans out and it's just the bailiff doing the.
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
And you're like,
yeah.
oh, it's a funny.
That's a funny.
yeah.
Do you think how poorly would Juice Bigelow hold up on a rewatch?
Well, okay.
I think it would be pretty.
So-
ratchet.
Well, what? Hey, there's but there's a blind woman and
Yes.
she's hot
Uh huh.
and she blends up a very rare fish.
Uh huh.
And she's like, we're having margaritas. Okay. You got to remember how crazy that a blind woman can be so hot.
Because being blind should make you ugly.
So Juice Bigelow, male gigolo, ends with him getting married.
Okay.
The opening scene of Juice Bigelow, European gigolo, you find out that Juice Bigelow was recently widowed because his wife got killed off screen in a shark attack. Played for laughs.
Yep.
Like they go Austin Powers-esque.
No, that doesn't happen off screen.
I know.
Yeah.
A similar vibe of like, I'm single again.
Yeah.
I don't think this movie. One of the women, one of his clients is an animal would hold up. He fucks a fucking post box because he gets so horny from seeing a ghost. Do you know, dude? Classic scene. He sees, or maybe a lady dog, and he gets so horny he fucks a post box.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
That's a really cool movie.
That's great. What's Rob Schneider up to these days?
Nothing good.
What opinions is he holding that must be interesting? Let me just quickly have a what?
Oh,
yeah. What are you trying to shell these days, Rob?
He's just going on Twitter and questioning every vaccine.
Yeah. Yes.
And then saying comedy's not woke now. But also he didn't get an invite to Riyadh Comedy Festival.
What's that about?
He's got to be cut about that, dude.
He would be burning up.
Yeah.
He's not in Adam Sandler's movies and he's not getting invited to the Riyadh Comedy Festival.
What the fuck, dude? But he's doing he's doing a lot of rounds on the terrible American comedy podcast circuit. So that's...
Wait, the Austin comedy scene?
Yeah. He's on it. He's on it, dude.
Is he performing at the Comedy Mothership run by Joe Rogan?
I think so. And maybe Louis C.K. is doing the same thing to promote his new book.
Well, yeah, you bet Rob is there being like,
of course.
He got the invite.
Let me
Why
on,
didn't I
dude.
get the invite?
Robbie Schneider.
What the fuck?
I'm trying to find out what he's doing now. Rob Schneider official website.
We should do a Rob Schneider month, I reckon, and watch some Rob Schneider classics.
I think he was he, I clearly saw that I think he was selling whiskey maybe and calling it liberal tears.
I believe
or something
so.
along those lines.
I believe so. He's a deeply embarrassing man.
He did,
I can understand why his daughter's like, I best not have your name
Schneider
attached
surname.
to me.
Yeah.
What the guy who sucks? Ben Shapiro.
many.
He did that. He did an episode of the Ben Shapiro show.
Yeah, okay.
Was Rob Schneider?
He has a podcast.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
It's called See What Happens.
Of course it is. Did he do like a voice acting thing for like a right wing comedy?
Oh, that is familiar. Rob.
And it's just.
Let's have a look.
I think I watched is it a Big Joel?
Yeah, okay.
Video about
Classic.
it.
Let me
Miami.
have,
Big
let's,
Joel.
yeah.
Classic Big Joel.
Yeah, Little Joel.
Yeah.
Little Joel and
Well,
Big
his
Joel.
podcast is doing pretty well. On Instagram, it has 4,000 followers.
Okay.
That's nice. Good for Rob.
I
He was
feel like
in
if you're
Hubie
Rob Schneider
Halloween.
and you are
Yeah.
Juice
Yeah.
Bigelow, you should probably have more than that.
He was in Chip Chiller.
Oh,
He played
yeah.
Chom Chom Chiller.
Oh yeah.
He's in 2018, he had a role in Madden NFL 19,
Okay.
where he played Donnie Marks.
That's lovely.
okay. And he was also in A Fork in the Tail, another video game. He was on The Masked Singer.
Oh yeah.
He was in the TV show Real
On The
Rob,
Masked Singer.
Hot in Cleveland,
Yeah, these aren't.
the Andy Milonakis show. Yeah, but I
making
mean,
me sadder.
yeah, his life's wretched, dude.
Yeah.
Because the funny thing about Rob Schneider is that he never achieved greatness. There was like maybe a period of time in like the mid 2000s where
Well, I
people
guess what do
were
you
like,
mean by greatness?
like, I think there was, so Adam Sandler made a lot of goofy movies, right? Which are like, they were movies, at the time when Adam Sandler was like at his, on the way to his peak, everybody was like, he makes movies for like 13-year-old boys, 14-year-old boys. But then somehow they cemented themselves.
Not just that. It's like, Adam Sandler. First off, yes, he's making these movies that are like people like, what are they making these films for?
Yeah.
And like they're kind of trash, but he's like, yeah, I get to travel around the world with like my good friends, and it's a fun time. And then he also then just like does Punch Drunk Love. He also does Uncut Gems, and it's like, wow, this guy, he's funny people. It's like he's a really. When he wants to be
He's a good
an
actor.
incredible actor, it's crazy to see.
And also,
but then he's like, but he's figured it out. He's like, I could just shit out these terrible films for Netflix, and I get paid to go on vacation with my family and friends.
And also,
Genius
I
mode.
think, you look back at some of those old Adam Sandler movies and you go, this is stupid, but it is funny.
Yeah.
Whereas Rob Schneider, he did like what? Juice Bigelow, The Animal,
Hot chick.
and it was like, oh, okay, maybe Rob Schneider's like the new Adam Sandler.
because he was, bit parts in a lot of Adam Sandler's films.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, cool. Where's maybe he's going somewhere with this? But like, he never did did he ever do like a serious turn?
No. But also, even his stupid movies were
He plays
not...
the Asian minister, and I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Yeah.
That's pretty serious.
He
gets
is a
them
man.
married.
He is a man who has played 1 million ethnicities.
Yes.
So you got to give him power for that.
He plays Stan in Big Stan.
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
where he goes to prison and I think gets sexually assaulted, and that's the joke.
I believe so. Or he learned. No, that's actually a kung fu movie. Would you believe it or not?
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
no,
he-
Big Stan, it's a prison.
No, yeah, but he learns kung fu to defeat the people that are going to try and sexually assault him in prison. So yeah, and I think, and when was the next Rob Schneider? He was in Top Cat, the movie. But yeah, he kind of never quite.
No, I get what you mean.
You
Like
know?
there was that moment where you're like, oh, he's in like a bunch of these like, stupid goofball comedies, and that
Yeah.
was when those stupid goofball comedies was making decent coin, or
Yeah.
at least had the potential to make decent coin. And like like The Animal had the leading actress, I believe, was one of the contestants from the Survivor.
Yes, I think you're right. Yeah.
And so and then he was doing like I guess like the talk show circuits and all those kind of shit like that, and all the promotion. But then it's when you have something like someone like Adam Sandler who's like can do a decent move, like a decent movie where he's like, acting his little heart out and being like, oh no, he's got some chops there. Like there's a reason why we'll go and give him like see the next film. Kind of stuff. And then Rob Schneider just kind of went.
Well, Rob Schneider just doesn't. I would say it doesn't really have star power, but Adam Sandler kind of does. You know?
Like again, like you look at it, even some of like the stuff on SNL that it's like it's like he's part of that whole ensemble, and you're like,
But that's also like, I know that a lot of people broke out of that SNL time.
Yeah.
But that's like, those were some pretty dark times for SNL.
Yeah. Adam Sandler, from what I understand, was good, but
Yeah,
that,
I mean,
that
it was Adam
rough
Sandler,
period for
Rob Schneider,
was it Chris Farley, Adam Spade? Not Adam Spade.
David Spade.
David Spade.
David Spade's another Rob Schneider, really.
Yeah,
David Spade.
He had TV though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
he was in Just Shoot Me.
Yeah, that's a good point, dude. That's a good point.
But yeah, Chris Farley and Norm Macdonald are around at the same time, but I think that like they both don't get. I mean, Norm does get used properly, but Chris Farley is used in the same thing over and over to the point where he pretty much kills him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, at least Rob Schneider got to be Norm in Norm of the North.
Hey, that's a great point, dude.
Yeah, man.
That's a great
which was
point.
widely considered maybe the worst animated film to get a theatrical release ever.
Oh wow, that's a lot of competition.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy that David Spade got to be the lead in a Disney movie.
Oh, like
in Emperor's New Groove. Like, that's pretty crazy to think about that David Spade was at one point in his career Disney movie protagonist level.
Yeah.
Like, that never happened to Adam Sandler. Anyway, I just think
It's
that's
got
interesting.
they get that interesting voice where you can kind of play that Weasley King and Weasley Llama.
Yeah. Whoa, there was a Joe Dirt too. Look,
Yeah.
Wow.
that's crazy. I'll Be Home for Christmas. An incredible movie. I love it. I still think it's great on a rewatch.
Yeah.
It's very entertaining for me.
Yeah.
I think everybody should put it in your fucking roster, okay?
Yeah.
For this Christmas
For your
season.
Christmas, like, what should we watch?
Yeah, what do we chuck
Let's
on?
chuck it on.
So please do that. But now let's jump to the bsboyspod@gmail.com inbox, where people have sent us emails. You can send us emails. You can also support Baseless Speculation by signing up to Baseless Speculation Plus.
Yeah.
If you're listening on Apple, it's just a button, but otherwise you can go to sanspantsradio.com. The link will be there. Ad-free episodes.
The occasional bonus
the
episode.
occasional
where
bonus
Jackson lies to
episode.
his good friends about watching
Yeah.
Shang-Chi.
And also the main fucking thing is you'd be supporting us and helping us continue to make episodes.
For the price
Which
of
is
for a small cup of coffee.
It's a nice thing to do. You just want to, hey, it's a fucking silly season. Get silly.
So silly with it.
This email is from Riley. They say, hello, Baseless boys. I'm a year
Hello,
12.
Riley.
I'm a year 12 chemistry teacher from WA. And my God, you guys got so close with the soap and detergent talk. Yes. They say last week, but it was a couple of weeks ago at this point. JD was right. Happy to hear that. The soap/detergent molecules find the oil/stain and bond to it. There's a lot of chemistry going on here, but it's more or less about which end of the soap likes or hates water. The step you missed that Zamet got stuck on
Yeah.
was the agitation. You gotta rub your hands, boys. Agitation causes the oil/stain to separate
Of
from the fabric
course.
/skin/surface, meaning it can be drained with the water. Enzymes aren't necessary for this. They allow the reaction to occur at lower temperatures, improving efficiency and whatnot. Well done, you smart, dumb idiots. You figured out soaps faster than most year 12s.
Okay.
Keep being wrong, Riley.
On that, what is dry cleaning?
That
What do
I
you
don't-
mean?
That I can't
Why
answer.
is it dry cleaning?
What do you?
What makes
are they
it
doing
different?
in there?
What does it? Is it?
When
what
I give
makes it
them my
different
suit
than wet
and they take
cleaning?
it away, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Aren't they pretty much steam cleaning it?
I
Know what
don't
they're
know.
doing?
Yeah, isn't it?
It's just steam.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well,
not
I
very
mean, there would
dry.
be detergent and stuff in the steam,
But then,
it's not being agitated in the same
So
way.
and there's no wetness to it. They're not
Well,
like
I mean, steam is wet.
yeah, steam's
It's called
damp.
dry because they're not putting it in like a fucking washing
Alright.
machine.
okay.
The process of cleaning a garment with an organic solvent without using water.
No, that's not dry cleaning.
That's what happens when I search dry cleaning on fucking Wikipedia.
What's the difference between dry cleaning and wet cleaning? We're just not using water.
I guess.
We're using steam.
The problem is when I
Okay.
search dry. Here we go. How stuff works.
Oh, thank you. How stuff works.
When I search dry cleaning, it's just like, oh, do you want to dry clean something? I'm like, no.
No. I'm just
Okay.
curious.
The term dry cleaning is a little misleading in that it isn't actually dry. Instead, it means that instead of using soap and water, dry cleaning employs chemical solvents that remove dirt and grease and eliminate stains. One of the earliest solvents used was kerosene, which had
Oh,
the
yeah.
downside of being flammable.
There's a downside of it. Yes.
Once the clothes are cleaned with the solvent, the chemical itself is extracted and reused, and the clothes are pressed to eliminate wrinkling. The clothes are washed in this solvent, and then the solvent is recovered in an extractor so it can be reused.
Okay. So I guess they use a machine.
They use a machine and they put in a solvent
So
That-
not steam.
that is unlike not steam.
Not steam,
That's
yeah.
steam cleaning. I was wrong.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But like you can steam clean a jacket, so I thought that's
Yeah,
anyway.
no, I
Yeah.
thought some steam shit was going on too, dude.
I've
I get
seen,
it.
I've
Maybe when
seen
you-
steam shit happening,
If you
but
press,
that's not
like when
yeah.
you press it, like
But
ideally
basically, you
steam
wash
would make it like an
wash
iron.
it with a thing that
Yeah.
the water, the solvent evaporates way faster than water, so it's never really wet.
Okay. Huh. Why is it better? Is it more delicate, I guess?
I
Yeah.
guess, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Very interesting.
Why don't we use that in our day-to-day lives? Or is it
More
more
expensive.
expensive?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be, yeah.
Okay. Thought
Well,
maybe you'd
Also, isn't it? I mean,
It's
this
real
is-
bad
there'd be
for the
poison-
environment.
There would be poison gases involved too, I reckon.
Yeah.
I mean, here
Well,
I
the
am with
solvent's
heaps of
gotta
this
be some
kerosene.
kind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because if the solvent evaporates, it's turning into a gas.
yeah.
Yeah, so I guess you'd want to wear a mask.
Isn't it also
yeah.
a thing where dry cleaning? It's like it's gonna clean your delicates, but without damaging them.
Yeah.
But it will make the clothing weaker overall.
Don't know.
Maybe.
That's a thing I heard about dry cleaning.
You're taking shots at
Maybe.
dry cleaners.
Yeah, dude, come for me, dry
Dude,
cleaning.
that's
Yeah.
a big mistake.
I'm starting a beef with the dry cleaning industry, dude.
Hey, dry cleaners not a lot of the time, but they are a common front. So good luck.
Come for me. Kill
Jackson's-
me dead.
Jackson's war on crime.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
But thank you very much
Yes.
that for helping us learn soap. We appreciate
Appreciate it.
that. This next email is from Dave Bourne. Hey,
Whoa,
BS.
I was born too, Dave.
Whoa, you were born to Dave.
Yeah, yeah. I
born
was
to Dave,
born
Dave to die.
Forced to shit.
Yeah.
So the topic of this email is I tried showing my friends SANSPANTS.
Big mistake.
Don't do that.
Hey, BS boys, in your Sinners episode, you begged us to show our friends SANSPANTS podcasts.
Please
Oh,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah, do
I
that.
take it
Please.
back.
Please show your friends SANSPANTS, and don't worry about what happens in this email. Just still do it. So you guys don't crash and burn as a company and starve to death, paraphrasing. I'm here to tell you that I've tried to do this through clips, through the brilliant SANSPANTS animations on your channel, shout out DJ Hennessy, and through trapping them in my car and playing thumb cramps. The most I've gotten out of it is an uncomfortable chuckle. I think SANSPANTS can't be shown to people. People instead need to find it in the wild and get hooked on it like I did. Maybe you should be buying ads on buses and trains, or just hide speakers around major cities playing podcasts on loop and see what degenerates you catch. Yours in brain damage, Dave Bourne. I think we should, take ad space on buses. I think
On a
that's a good
bus.
idea.
I think bus is good.
I think we find
Yeah.
out, we'll be like, hey, can we just run this ad just on Nick Mason's tram?
Yeah, that's a great idea, dude.
Don't worry about his podcast. Listen to baseless speculation.
Is that
And
what the
people-
ad says?
Yeah, and people were like, who's he?
What are you talking about?
What's baseless speculation? This ad has not done its job at all.
Maybe you can say, don't worry about his podcast, and you got a photo of Nick Mason, so that when they get on the tram and see Nick Mason's driving it, they go, what?
Is this
What
for
if we
his
say,
podcast?
don't worry about his podcast, and we'll have a picture of like Joe Rogan
Oh.
or Rob Schneider.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then, yeah.
Listen to baseless speculation instead, and then a photo of our face.
Yeah.
Maybe on a tram. Like Thomas the Tank Engine?
Getting lost in the weeds
Yeah.
there a little bit there, Jack.
We go, maybe what about this podcast?
What if
is-
I just steal a plane?
Okay.
Okay.
And then my
Okay.
threats, everyone's got to listen to SANSPANTS, or who
Yeah.
knows what'll happen. And then I'll just crash the plane in a field like that guy.
yeah.
He
What's his
didn't
name?
survive.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's a
okay,
self-sacrifice.
Oh, thanks,
it's
man.
beautiful.
It'll still get people to listen to the podcast.
That's
Yeah.
What was his name? What do they call him? The Sky Captain of Tomorrow or some
I
shit?
think so.
I think that's a movie.
Yeah, I think taking people hostage is probably the best way to get new listeners. I think
Yeah.
that's really smart. Yeah. I think that's a really good way to do it. You know?
Why are you shaking your head, Joel Zabit?
I was just thinking of something else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thank
sorry.
God.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's good to know. That's good to know. Well, if you've got any emails you'd like to send us, please bsboyspod@gmail.com. And if you
Yeah.
want to support us, sign up to Baseless Speculation Plus. We'd appreciate it.
You won't regret it.
You won't
You
regret
don't even
it.
need
dude.
to write the emails. You got an email someone sent you and you're sick of looking at
Yeah,
it, forward it to
forward
Jackson.
it on, dude. You need me to become a sort of go-between.
Yeah.
Maybe you run a successful business and
Yeah.
you don't have a secretary.
Yeah.
You can just forward every email to me.
Yep.
And then I'll figure out which
Yeah,
one to
yeah,
report
yeah.
it to send on
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
you.
every episode of like BS will be waiting there, bated breath. Be like, I hope he answers those emails I sent because they keep. It's been a couple weeks now.
Couple
and,
weeks, and
they
I need to
haven't
know
got a
what's happening
reply.
with the Johnson account. People are getting antsy. They say, "What happened to that?" And you go, "I'm listening. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I got to get to the end after they review
Yeah.
the movie." Okay.
Okay. Oh no, this was filmed in the December 31st,
2028.
Fuck,
Okay,
I forgot about that.
shit,
But
Okay.
they've moved Christmas Day, and Christmas Day is the 31st of December now.
Shit.
That was really important.
Yeah. So please do that.
Yes.
And on that note, I've been Jackson Bailey.
I've been Joel Zammit.
And I've been Joel Dusher, and this has been another episode of Baseless Speculation. And we will have been the BS Boys. And Jackson's present this Christmas is going to be a kick in the head if he keeps burping into the microphone.
Join us next week for another based rewind to a Christmas classic. Goodbye.
Maybe this one will be good. Goodbye.
See ya.
Why are you so? Why are you like that?
It's because I'm drinking this really old Sprite.
Why are you doing that?
Waste not, want not.
Da 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 da.